Hello and welcome to Minding the Mindset. I've got yet another intellectual here with me, and hopefully we'll unravel. We'll do a lot of mysteries because the subject he takes, I think, scares most of us, but it's the most amazing subject here. Please welcome Divesh Bathija. Divesh, thank you so much.
Hi, Dow. Thank you so much for having me here. I am really pleased to be on this platform, and believe me, math is just a bit too overhyped. I wish with this platform we could make things realize that math is just damn easy. I
It's
wish I
just
could do that.
people who love math are normal people like you, right?
Well, I don't know, want to comment on that. Yes, but absolutely, math is just not that difficult. It's just people hyped.
No,
Just people hyped.
I was watching your videos, Divesh, and I'm so impressed where you say math is everyday thing. So why don't we begin with asking you how is math everyday?
Well, honestly, maths is a language, right? So it's not just a subject. So when we talk, when we plan, when we do anything, there's a lot of math involved in it. Like right now, everyone's at home, everyone's planning, what has to be bought. Everyone's doing a lot of rationing in terms of what needs to be purchased, what not needs to be purchased. But what we all don't understand is that there are basic things, at our household, which suddenly the consumption has increased a lot. Like I won't be surprised to see my electricity bill when it comes next month. I
Okay,
mean,
you're
I've
already
never
getting
been never been at home for so long, right? I've never seen the consumption of basic food increase so much because we usually are out and we're never at home for all the meals at home. But yes, that itself shows the application of math in it.
wow. Okay, so we're looking at already. So Divesh is already warning you the electricity bill is going to rise. So fair enough, Divesh. Divesh, I saw you travel. You had a workshop with the Nepali teachers, and suddenly you are doing unmath. Now, what is that? Tell me. There are two different questions here.
Well, like I said, for a very long time, you've seen people trying to relate math as a very technical term, all of numbers and equations. But if you actually go to see, like I mentioned, since math is just a language, if you identify anything and everything has a lot of math in it. Like for example, when you are making planning a certain amount of interviews that you're planning, you're scheduling the time duration. You're trying to figure out how many sessions would actually come into this whole perspective. What you're trying to do is you're trying to make people realize that math is just not a technical subject. It's a logical subject. Anything and everything. Like for example, when we recently started working with a cricketer, Ajit Agarkar, and we're trying to relate how math can actually be used in it. So we're trying to connect anything and everything which math is usually not perceived of, like using a carom board, using Uno cards. All of them are based on, I mean, the whole basis of Uno cards is all on numbers, right?
Wow.
But we all play Uno cards, but it's all numbers. So, why do we fear the subjects? That's why on math, to just change the perspective of how math is seen.
Okay, unmath, so unraveling math that way. Oh, nice. So,
Yes.
so Dinesh, what is if you had one wish that would be, yeah, with regards to math primarily, what would that be?
Uh, I, I would personally feel, I mean, if it's, I mean, not very particularly towards math, but in general that I've been observing is that, can we get done with the 9 period concept? Like, why do we need to have so many subjects in one day? A child is not even finished understanding history and he's moved into English and then he's jumped into math and then into science.
Yeah.
Why not just do two subjects and get done with it? Why do we need a 6 hour school? I mean, why do we need so many periods? Why can't a child just master one thing at a good amount of time and then move on? Like we as individuals and we are an office, we do one thing perfectly. We don't do everything every half an hour. We don't keep doing shifting our jobs. But
Right.
we would love to have children do that.
Lovely. I read a book called Deep Work by Carl Newport, and he says something so similar to what you're saying. Dinesh, if there was
Wow.
an election for the school principal, all the kids will vote for you. I can assure you that.
I would love to. Yes.
If you were not an educator, not a mathematician, I would say now, what would you be?
Well, I would love to be a filmmaker. I love to see things from a different perspective. So I would always love to, direct a movie or do something creative. That's what I love doing.
So what kind of filmmaker would you? Rohit Shetty, Anurag Kashyap, or Sanjay Leela Bhansali?
Well, honestly, none of them. I would say something which would could at least have a thought-provoking statement. I mean,
I think you
nothing
would
to
be
do with
James
commercial
Cameron, the
thing.
Interstellar guys.
Somewhat. I would not say too much, but yeah, somewhat over there.
Oh, wonderful. What is in your current reading list? What's the mathematician that we know of reading?
you'd be surprised, not a single math book. But yeah, I've read this book, Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. I love that book. It just makes me feel that how exactly can a person actually grow. There's no limit to a person.
Yes.
Then I've also been reading a lot about, I've been reading Ikigai. I mean, a lot of recommendation came in. I'm currently reading that. And The Secret. I have always believed in it. And I'm a big fan of that book, The Secret.
Wow, these are some really powerful books. In fact, Rashmi Bansal has just written a new book I was reading about Arise Awake. Indian entrepreneurs, how they're rising about. So these are great books. Sports person, Devesh, do you enjoy, what do you enjoy more, cricket, football?
Well, I'm a hardcore cricket guy.
Okay, so let me go to IPL straight away. Which team would you be
Yes.
cheering if IPL starts, hopefully, later this year?
Mumbai Indians all the way. I've always been a
Rohit
die-hard
Sharma?
fan.
Okay,
Yes,
so
Mumbai
there you are.
Indians. No doubt about it.
So, what would be more appealing to teach maths? Should we use robotics and technology, or should we use sports to teach maths to our children? If there was an opportunity that way.
Well, good question. A, because I'm already working on it. And second, see, honestly, math has got two parts. One is the creative and one is the technical. Uh, the robotics or the AI could work on the technical aspect. The machines can teach children how to learn math on a particular aspect or how do you improvise.
Mhm.
But how do you think there? What's the logic of having that equation over there? I think the concept of cricket math, which we are currently working with, gives children a perspective that how exactly math is related on cricket. So it's not just on the ground; it's off the ground as well. Like I remember a couple of last year when IPL was going on, I
Mhm.
bumped into with the match referee, one of our old-time favorites, Javagal Srinath, at
Wow.
Delhi airport, and we were just discussing that how he was evaluating every batsman, bat size, bat weight. I mean,
Oh.
can you imagine that we would ever think about such things? No, but these guys do. And the angle at which a bowler has to bowl, how do you need to, what at what pace are you going to run towards the ball when you're fielding or, while you're bowling or at the keeper? I mean, it's so much interesting. And every ball, there's a new question, which is out of syllabus. Imagine if that could be done. I mean, math is just a beautiful subject then with math. So that's why we have cricket math.
You should be a poet instead of mathematician. I was really good at every ball has a new question. So, a quick trivia for you. Who has the heaviest cricket bat in the world? Go ahead.
Oh, wow. Well, I would have remembered Tendulkar once upon a time, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken,
yes.
but I could be totally wrong.
No, no,
I'm
yes,
I'm
I think
bad with
you're right.
that side.
No, no, I think you're right. And I think in today's time it would be David Warner or Chris Gayle. These are the guys who
Yeah,
use heavy bats.
yeah, maybe.
And
Absolutely.
really, I'm so excited to do only a math. And math is the subject. What would you start talking about?
I would talk about let's learn to create a cricket pitch using a rounder. And
Wow.
well, you could start with that at least. I mean, that's the easiest you can go with.
Yes.
And then we move on to understanding that in a pitch, why do you need to have parallel lines? I mean, there's a logic behind it. Imagine the pitch didn't have parallel lines, that pitch would no longer be of any use to anybody, right? So we would start from there and then eventually keep moving on.
I love the way you so easily put a math in a normal and that's length and measurement. I wish we had better teachers. I'll make at least a better engineer, Divesh. Sad we didn't
I'm sure you do. I'm sure.
No, it's so nice to hear. Tell me, what's your binge watching happening right now? What's Netflix telling me?
Well, I just finished Panchayat, a very reasonably good serial. I think something from an Indian perspective, Money Heist goes without saying. I think everybody is watching that,
Absolutely.
and I've also been watching in perspective.
We will now. I know this is just making it fun, and I'm so enjoying my conversation with you. Home,
Sure.
when you go into the kitchen, do you talk maths with your wife also? Sabzi mein 250 gram, and is that, or you get beaten out of the kitchen then?
No, in fact, I'm very welcome these days, and I did a recent experiment on the very famous social media trending coffee called Dalgona coffee.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
after two attempts of wrong ratios used over there, the third one, when I did the right ratio, I got the right cup. So, there it is. So there's a lot of math, and I told my wife, I guided her on that, and that's when with the right ratio, we actually managed to make it.
So one place you can take credit for. Thank you so much, Divesh. I loved, your words, the ratio, parallel lines, proportions. I think you dream math. So it's amazing to hear you. Thank you so much for being us on this show. Hopefully, we'll get more of you on specific math questions in the next series.
Sure. Thank you so much. Lovely interacting with you too.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Bye-bye.